Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final week of day one of the HCS Pro League. I'm Strongside, and joined with me at the Xfinity desk is Kyle Elamite Elam.
And we just saw another exciting Game 5. Can't believe, one, that you predicted it so well. And
just
of course,
one more kill. Just one more kill.
And of course, just Enigma 6 going off and doing so many ridiculous things from Hook, Kratos, Boo, and Shooter, all of them contributing to that clutch series win. But before we go into the next matchup of Evil Geniuses and Optic, we've got the video of the week for you here. And this one is going to be from Halo Follower, and this is Halo Lure, actually. So a lot of the history and things involved with Halo 5, the Guardians especially, talking about those new addition here to Halo 5, and of course
it goes deep into the lore. So if you're a fan of the story, you can definitely check it out. Visit this link right here. Actually, not right there. Right here, you can check out that link and better get involved into the whole story of Halo. And very interesting, and some good videos to check out there.
Of course. And then, of course, Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses as well.
Optic Gaming versus Evil Geniuses is correct. This is the final match of the night. But, Kyle, before that, we still need to show the video of the week. So let's show this clip here in just
they were massive Foreigner constructs built to enforce the rule of the mantle within the Foreigner Incumene. Guardians take the appearance of the elaborate bird-like creatures when their segmented parts align after activation, and their multiple parts glow with a blue light seen in most Foreigner architect. Their head segment possesses a somewhat humanoid face, similar to those on the Promethean AI constructs. Each Guardian is 4,365 feet high, with a wingspan of up to twice that of that measurement. When not in use, Guardians either deactivate themselves or are assisted by a controller and conceal themselves underground, underwater, or other natural substances and terrains, such as lava, separating the multiple segments of their bodies. Upon reactivation, Guardians produce a series of powerful shockwaves that have the ability to destroy planetary structures and aircraft. They can also produce electromagnetic pulses and move themselves through slip space. The mantle of responsibility was based on the belief that most technologically advanced species in the galaxy had the task of stewarding all other life. As the Foreigners saw themselves as the sole upholders of the mantle, they allowed conflict in the galaxy unless it threatened the equilibrium of biodiversity among species. To make sure that these species could not rise up against the Foreigners and hold the mantle themselves, the Guardian constructs were created to police lesser planetary systems.
And pretty cool video there. Always a lot of awesome graphics and things involved in all of the Halo storylines throughout the entire series as well. So if you want to check out more of that video, make sure you head over to the Halo Follower where you can view that.
All right, well, let's get straight into it. We've got the final match of the night now. Evil Geniuses versus Optic Gaming. We were talking about this a little bit before. Evil Geniuses still has a sliver of hope to potentially tie Renegades in their series score and then potentially take that 4th seed going into NA Finals. And then Optic Gaming, they're looking to hold on to that 7th seed now. They need a win so they can decide who they want to play in relegation. So let's get into Evil Geniuses roster. We've got Lunchbox, we've got Roy, we have Snipe Down, and we have Suspector. And these guys have been through quite a roller coaster these past few weeks, and I don't know if you've got a chance at home to watch some of Towie's content, but it's definitely some great content to watch as he really gets in behind the scenes with this squad, and you really see what EG is going through.
And I mean, we saw Kratos wearing his X Games bronze medal in that last series. Would like to see maybe Evil Geniuses all busting out their gold medals here for this one, because they're going to need all the help they can get. This is a must-win situation for them, and on top of that, they need to 3-0 this team, make sure that map win percentage is as high as possible should there be a tie. Let's go ahead and take a look at who they're going up against. Of course, this is Optic Gaming. We've got Straight Sick, we've got Maniac, we've got Ace, and we've got APG. Now, taking a look at this team a little bit more in depth here, we're going to highlight Ace, who's had a lot of success and really you know, essentially has been putting up the best stats almost every single game for this team. So really needing everyone else to essentially step up, because he's proving himself as one of the top players, but the series record and everything lining up with Optic is just not working out.
Definitely. Well, the players are ready, so let's get right into this match here. We're going to be playing on Truth CTF right now. We're going to be kicking things off with Snipe Down. Here is the series layout. Truth CTF, the Rig Slayer, Plaza Strongholds, Stasis CTF, and Eden Slayer. Now let's get into the match. Now that you've seen the game overview, best of 5. This game, or this map, is a symmetrical map. We're playing Capture the Flag over here. First to 3 caps wins. Kyle, I'm going to let you take it over from here.
I'll go and take this one over. We are about to get into the match. Let's go ahead and start things off with Snipe Down. Really need him to step this one up and be the leader for his team. Make sure he's not in situations where he is hurting the team by his flanks or the angles he's taken. Keep up that aggression and make this a cohesive unit from EG.
All right, now you see 2 players on EG. They're able to acquire that camo while getting those slays, and now Snipe Down's pushing up. He's got Lunchbox with the camo, and the players here on Optic are spawning inside their base. Snipe Down going for the ground pound. He's going to be able to pick up that kill. They just need to get a couple more slays now, though, before they go in for this flag. That's going to be 2 down for Optic Gaming. Can they make that 3? Yes, they do, but all the players on Optic Gaming are spawning in that bubble still. No one was blocking that spawn. So are they going to be able to get those slays on those players? That's 2 down for Optic Gaming again. Now we see Snipe Down moving this flag. He's going to be taken down there by Ace, though, so a very clutch kill there. EG, they were getting a lot of slays right there, but they just weren't blocking the spawns and able to get that flag moving out of their base.
Lunchbox picking up a pretty good trade with Maniac as he jumped up into the attic, picking up a kill there. He's ultimately going to be taken out as well. It's going to put 1 member down here for Optic Gaming. Snipe Down leading the pack with 4 kills to start this one off. APG yet to put a kill on the board, but still really early into this one. Lunchbox, of course, had that camo, so he's taken out. We'll see camo in about another less than a minute until that one respawns. Flag is out here for Evil Geniuses, or excuse me, for Optic Gaming, but Roy misses that flag. Suspector also having the fuel rod right now, but nobody really in position to turn this one around and try to cap it.
Ace and Straightsick are going to be able to get that return of Royborg. Let's move over to Roy if we can. He's got the sword trying to move into the base. He's going to stay alive under the base. He's got help from pink side, so great teamwork here from the guys on EG, but even better teamwork there from the guys on Optic to take down Roy underneath the base.
And of course, taking a look at Roy, especially there, or all these guys, they are rocking the HCS Evil Geniuses skins here, as well as for Optic, so we got a skins on skins match going.
That's 3 down for Optic Gaming, though, and now they have someone blocking that bubble spawn, so this is a perfect setup to run this flag. You've got Suspector and Lunchbox taking down APG there, and Suspector got the flag all the way to bottom car. That's going to be 3 down for Optic Gaming. Now Lunchbox moving the flag. Let's jump into third person to see if any player is around. No one near, and he's going to capture flag number 1 for Evil Geniuses here in game number 1.
And just like that, EG just proving why they're still a top contender in this league despite their record, and that they want to do everything in their power here in this final week to make sure they can secure a victory. Enigma 6 did what they needed to do to help out Evil Geniuses, and now it's on Evil Geniuses to make sure that they can at least win these next 2 matches today and tomorrow.
Now we have Straightsick with the camo slowly sneaking into the base here. Let's see if he's going to be able to get this kill. And no, Roy is going to fuel rod him to take him down. So a clutch kill from Roy. He's going to get another kill. Go for this APG triple. Not going to be able to get that, but he does have his twin brother Lunchbox ready to help him out and assist him to get that kill. Now Roy is flying across the map. He's got Suspector across the map, blocking this bubble spawn. So here, EG can potentially get this flag moving. But you know what? This is pretty crazy. Let's jump into third person. They're blocking the bubble and they're blocking pink side. Actually, Suspector left bubble. So this is a great play by Suspector to leave bubble and make sure that those players are spawning as far away from Roy as possible. Roy's going to ground pound flag. Number 2 in for Evil Geniuses. These guys are definitely coming in hot to kick things off.
And still out of ammo in the fuel rod, so looking for him to drop this or at least switch weapons. He eventually notices he is in fact out of ammo as well, but just trying to hold down pink side, knowing players are going to be coming. Jumps out, grabs one. Ace ultimately takes him out as well. That is 2 down for Optic Gaming, only 1 down here now for Evil Geniuses. And just to start this one off, Evil Geniuses heavily outslaying Optic Gaming.
Definitely. Now Ace controlling Ping 2. Obviously, Ping 2 being very important to control. He's going to potentially pick up a kill here on Roy, and Roy's going to get some great nades on to Ace to take him down. Now over to Roy as he's got the carbine, potentially pushing over to the pink side as well. Camo is going to be coming up here in just a second, unless it was already acquired. You've got Straight Sick and Maniac pushing it, but EG is just able to pick up a kill on APG, which makes it that much harder for these guys to run the flag. But here you go. Let's move over to Maniac and see if they're able to rally this flag back to their base.
And looks like several members for Evil Geniuses now dropping. That was just 2 down a moment ago. That camo was burnt as well, so no player is going to have that. Ace does have the flag out here right now, taken into the attic. He's about to put in that first flag capture. Now all of a sudden we've got ourselves a game again.
Ace just staying alive inside the base right now. No need to push out, waits for Maniac to spawn, and now he can make a push with Maniac if he needs to. Maniac is going to push over towards that pink side, but Ace knows there's a player inside his base, so he's sticking around. A great play here by Ace to not just leave the base when potentially EG could have got a flag run. And Ace, like you said, just always playing very strong and dominant on his team right in the past few weeks, and he's still doing that right now as well.
All right, 6:46 left in this game, so we've had a good amount of time go by. Three flag returns here from Optic Gaming already, so you can just see how aggressive Evil Genius has been and how this entire game's been essentially played from Optic Gaming's base. Pink control still in the hands of Evil Geniuses. Everyone for Optic Gaming spawning up below the base. Good job by Snipe down here blocking that spawn, getting into a 1v1 with APG, and APG must be missing some shots because Snipedown's got a lot of health left here. He has to turn around and run away. He ends up dropping as well. 2 members down once again for Optic Gaming, and now Snipedown pushing in, starting this collapse with the rest of EG.
Snipedown staying alive under the base here. This would be a clutch kill. Ace or Snipedown. It's going to be Ace. Ace picking up a clutch kill on Snipedown. Now Optic Gaming starting to make a push out. They're up a player. Can Ace get this kill on Roy? Yes, he does. Wow. Looked like Roy was going to be able to win that, and he missed like 2 or 3 shots there towards the end of that battle. Now we've got Ace's stats up there. You see a KDA of 2.58. Ace now moving into the base. APG is going to be taken down, so he does not have any other help really to push into this base, and he's still getting kills. Maniac gets a trade. Ace still just staying alive, trying to get another flag going, but Snipedown's going to take him down.
And with that being said, Snipedown still doing a pretty good job. Catches Ace on the clamber, able to put those shots down, hit the melee. Ace does decide to melee, gets into no shields, but nobody in position to go ahead and clean up that kill. Pink tower control still in favor of Evil Geniuses. Optic Gaming not being able to hold down positions quite as well as they like. Great splinter nade to kill Ace there. He actually had some of the top center shields bursting as well. Suspector just grabbing that new camo really late in this game here. And in that battle, Maniac crossed the map with the carbine, just showing how powerful that weapon can be. Takes him out. That's 2 down for each team.
Now Lunchbox with the fuel rod. He fires that guy up, catapulting him into the air. And he's going to get taken down by APG now. That fuel rod will be sitting down Pink 2. Let's move over to APG, though. We haven't seen too much from him this game. He's going to get some great shots on Snipedown, picking up a double kill. He'll fall to Lunchbox. Now, it just seems Optic constantly, yeah, they're getting big kills, but they're not able to stay alive and get into the base. EG is just always right there, listening to their call-outs right now, and just finishing all those weak players.
And now APG still trying to contest pink side here with Maniac. What a great fuel rod by Lunchbox. Perfectly placed. Snipedown finishing off that second kill and grabbing this as well. Optic Gaming now in a bad position, getting trapped in their base. They're trying to stay low where they're not just going to get, you know, double, triple teamed here, especially by this fuel rod player. I like this play by Snipedown, though. Pushing out, grabs 1, grabs 2. Probably going to be 3 here now. And he does grab it.
Huge triple kill, but nobody was moving the flag during that entire time. I believe now Roy is going to be taken down, and that flag is sitting bottom middle, and Snipedown still picking up kills. I believe that's going to be Lunchbox getting the flag tossed up into the window. Suspector tosses it up, and EG closes the game out 3-1. Take a look at these stats here. Snipedown, 23 kills. Suspector, 20, and Roy, 17 kills. Nice little throwback little route from H2 on midship, taking that flag to bottom middle, or even sometimes top middle, but they took it bottom middle and just tossed it up into the window.
And, you know, taking a look at these stats here, Optic Gaming, Ace having the flag capture for the team, but Maniac, something we haven't seen too much from him. You know, we've seen some of his Optic videos as well. He talking about the team, talking about what they need to do, and he is really stepping up his game. 19 kills is going to be pretty solid for his squad here right now. You know, of course, it's nicer when you win and you have good stats, but you know, with how hard Optic Gaming's been struggling this season, it's nice to see some life here in this squad.
Definitely. I mean, and like we said, EG, they've got to win this. They have to win this, but even Optic has to win this, because I think you were telling me this earlier, the percentages, if Optic and Liquid do end up tying with their series score throughout the season, Liquid would actually win because they have a better map win percentage.
Well, they do have a better map win percentage, but the tiebreaker will initially come down to the head-to-head matchup. And although these teams each beat each other once, Team Liquid did it in a better fashion than Optic Gaming did. So the initial head-to-head will be a 3-0 versus a 3-1, where it will go in favor of Team Liquid. Of course, Team Liquid picked up an extra 2 wins here today, so that is going to help them out as well, but they will actually need to take a series if they have any chance of tying Optic, and their last chance is going to be tomorrow.
All right, so there you see it, the series overlay here for the best of 5. Evil Geniuses taking game number 1, Truth CTF 3-1. We're moving into the Rig Slayer here in just a moment. The Rig Slayer, we've got obviously Snipe down on Evil Geniuses, a great sniper. Who do you think is the sniper on Optic Gaming?
On Optic Gaming, I've got to go with either Ace or Straight Sick. You know, we saw Straight Sick do ridiculous things with the sniper, especially against CLG on the Coliseum Capture the Flag, where I think he picked up 8-9 kills in the initial run, just hitting no scopes, sniping everybody. We've seen some big plays from Ace as well. Maniac's always had a lot of good showings with the sniper, but normally not able to lock down positions as much. We need to see Optic Gaming rotate those weapons more like we saw out of Enigma 6 here, if they have any chance of, you know, holding the weapons long enough to really make an impact with those and build any kind of leads.
Yeah, and I really think, you know, APG, he's been great in the past, and kind of these past few weeks, definitely been struggling a little bit. I think if he can definitely step it up, it could pull Optic Gaming into having a win. Obviously, I feel like the whole team has struggled, though, trying to get onto the same page and trying to figure out their roles and trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, it's definitely it's kind of hard to watch how Optic is trying to make this comeback.
And I agree as well. Like, APG he has a lot to prove here for everyone watching. He had a really rough last week. Of course, him and Denoxide picking up those gooses. When we saw him here on that first game here that we just witnessed, he was shooting well. You know, he got in some up close battles. We saw him; he was hitting his shots. You know, it leads me to believe, or you know, even wonder why is he struggling so much? You know, in these games going up. Of course, you're playing some of the best teams in the world, but you need to prove that you're able to compete at the highest level in order to be in the pro league. So everyone on Optic needs to step up. You know, Ace has been playing well, has a great KDA, but even he needs to step up for his team as well. Everyone on Optic needs to be playing 100%. They have any chance of competing here with Evil Geniuses.
Without a doubt. And you talk about having a good shot too, and like having a good shot only takes you so far, and all these players have to have a great shot. That's what comes with being one of these top players. And then from there, it's just all about the smarts and the strategy and kind of playing that game of chess with your opponent, and just always being able, like, to on the spot, being able to make that right decision, because every situation is a new situation. Mm-hmm. And obviously you go through that repetition, and with CLG, they've been through a lot of repetition and they know what to do a lot. And I think Optic Gaming, that's kind of where they struggle a little bit. They haven't been put into every situation, nor do they know what to do in every situation sometimes as a team. And that's what really hurts them, because let's say they get put into a situation like here on Slayer when they get stuck outside. Let's see if they can break back into the inner part of the map, kind of like what we saw with Renegades and Enigma 6. Neither team was able to hold that inside of the map because the other team was able to make one big push and a wave of a push to regain control. Now, I'm thinking Optic Gaming may have a tough time pushing inside. If Snipe Down has Sniper, if you've got Lunchbox and Roy by Whitehall over in Tower. You've got Suspector over by Engine. It's going to be very hard for them to kind of break through that defensive wall.
Yeah, I mean, they've really struggled with those coordinated pushes, and that's something we've seen all season long. They've had moments of greatness, you know, when they defeated defeated Allegiance, when they took a game from CLG, the first team in the Pro League to do so, and when they beat Optic. Like, they come out and they can show that they've got those bursts or sprints that they can do and showcase exactly how good they are. But they really need to make sure they do this now. They want to keep this 7th seed, choose who they're going to play. There is a lot on the line here for Optic Gaming and Evil Geniuses in this series, just as much in the last series, I think, as well, Renegades in E6. So Optic Gaming really needs to make sure that they're not giving away any free or any dumb deaths, essentially. You can't have mistakes when you're playing in the last week of the HCS.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're still getting the players ready, so just bear with us here. And actually, I got to give another shout out to the new update. We've got Warzone Firefight, and if you haven't got a chance to play it, you can get some free gold packs. If you win 1 game in Warzone Firefight, you get 1 free gold pack. If you win 3 games, you get 3 free gold packs, and then if you win 9, you get 5. So you can win up to a total of 9 gold packs, and when you win those games, they'll just show up right in your little rec pack.
And of course, even tomorrow after the stream, the end of week 7, don't forget there is the Ninja Skype, or the Arena, which is that Skype Q&A. We saw Maniac do it last week. We saw a lot of great questions involved there. And we have, of course, Ninja coming in this week. This will be tomorrow. After the Pro League broadcast, we've got Tyler Ninja Blevins, one of those Bud Light Esports All-Stars here for Halo. And of course, you can always join that conversation by jumping in the chat and adding Gaming with Skype to your contacts there.
Well, and then also we talked about how we have tickets going on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. and you can stay tuned by visiting halo.gg. The finals have been announced and now tickets are going on sale as well. So if you want to come out to the event and watch all the carnage go down, the top 4 teams play. You're going to have the 2 relegation teams play, Optic and Liquid, fighting for their lives. But you're going to have a lot of action going down here. And there you see the arena. We've got a lot of seats, and let's fill these seats up. It's going to be an epic match. Or actually, an epic weekend of just filled with epic matches, but a lot of stuff to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting event. One of the first LAN events, essentially, here for Halo 5 in the HCS Pro League to get this one started off with. Really excited for those finals, and of course, can't wait to see how this weekend ends so we know both who is going to be our top 4 and who we've got facing off from the open circuit against our 7th and 8th place relegation teams.
All right, yeah. Some great news, but unfortunately it sounds like we are having some technical difficulties right now, so we're going to take a short break, but we will show the entire match here. It's going to be anywhere from a 5 to 10 minute break here, so maybe grab some popcorn, use the bathroom, and do whatever you need to do, but be ready for this final series to play out. We'll be right back. Now Mikwin has the sniper rifle in hands, and we know Mikwin has done many, many dirty things with this sniper rifle. We've seen no scopes, we've seen all kinds of stuff happen, and now Mikwin picking up a big headshot on Kadra, picking up a double kill on Predeminator, going for the no-scope triple, and you know what? He gets the beat down.
Wow, and you called it, Mike. We've seen him do great things. We're still seeing him do great things.
Capture the flag here. This man went on a 9-kill spree, taking down players all over CLG's base, helping rally this flag cap back, just headshot after headshot. We saw him blame Frosty in the face here, clean up the kill on Snakebite, and then just turn over, no scope Royal 2, and then finish him off for the triple kill. But this clip Royal 2 in the Royal 2 spot, picking up a big double kill here as they are trying to rally this flag back, or excuse me, get the flag cap. Royal 2 spots that player off spawn for the triple kill and then swipe snipe to close it out with the overkill.
It's insane. And some great overall plays. Frosty here now rotating around, and this is what we are wanting to see. There is a double kill. Here is another triple kill shooting the ground there on APG. He's not done yet. Jumps up, grabs the overkill, and as we saw, you might not have seen yet, but he gets Maniac for the kill-tacular.
Has been buffed, so you're going to see players go for it a bit more because it's a little bit stronger. Ninja with the sniper. Huge kill on Rynoob. He's going to keep this sniper in the hands of his team. Wow. Double kill on Contra. Going for the triple. Yes, he does it. Ninja gets the triple. He wants the overkill, looking around for it, but he's just going to stay alive. This is what Ninja needs to do for this squad. This is Ninja at its finest. We've seen him on streams before going off with the sniper. This is what people want to see. The Ninja fans love to see this. This is what 6 snipe shots in a row. Now to Contra. Allegiance only with 12 kills. 31 to 12. Ninja trying to stay alive. He's going to be able to get away on top of that. They cannot kill this man. He's going to come up. Maybe another headshot killing frenzy from Ninja.
This man is giving the people what they want, and it's another body shot, another kill. What is he individually at? 16 and 2. This is the most dominant strategy or beginning start I have seen from any player in Halo 5 to this point.
A big pistol kill on Goofy. This man is on fire. Ninja is not stopping. He is just taking everybody out on Allegiance. They can't do anything. They have 14 kills. Are you kidding me?
We've detected a large incoming enemy force. Eradicate them!
Bench, ready for assignment.
Taking fire! Ghost under attack!
Enemy forces spotted. Sending location.
Our allies' base is under attack.
As I predicted, the enemy is nearly done for. Protect the containers! Push them back!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and thank you for sticking around with us. We have game number 2 here underway with Optic Gaming versus Evil Geniuses on the Rig Slayer. So we're gonna just jump right into this match. No intro. Who do you want to kick things off with here, Elamite?
Lunchbox, giving Evil Geniuses a chance to come out and shine, show what they're worth, and Lunchbox proved that he's one of the best players in the game. So let's go ahead and do that and kick things off here with Lunchbox. And of course, we're a few seconds here into the game. Already some action kicking off as well. Lunchbox moving around, trying to contest over for that camo as well. Immediately pushing back in the base. And look, 3 members from Evil Geniuses all pushing Rail 2 or Tower 2 and rotating over towards barrels. Nobody with a kill yet in this game.
Lunchbox just hanging out around Engine 2 right now.
This is the
Not
longest.
sure where the sniper is at right now. Do you potentially, let's see if we know where that sniper's at and see who got, yeah, no kills yet in 40 seconds. This is a quiet match. Nothing really happening right now. Pretty crazy. There we go. We've got the first kill on the board. Suspector taking down Ace right now. 2 kills on the board. Now we're about to hit that minute mark, and we've got a few kills here. 2-0. Going for that 3rd kill here on APG. Does get some help. Lunchbox will finish the kill. Now 3-1. He does have the plasma caster. Did you by chance find who had that? Actually, you know what? I will find who has that sniper rifle.
And of course, you did see Roy run by Lunchbox, who has the scatter shot as well. Lunchbox trying to put some damage down, not exactly hitting those plasma caster shots. Camo looks like it was in fact not taken as well. And a quick now 5-2 lead, but I'm still amazed that we had that much time go by with not a single kill here.
Yeah, that was really, really quiet. So, all right, staying on board with Lunchbox. He's got the plasma caster, gets a shot on Ace, down to 1 shot, but he's gonna stay alive. All right, Lunchbox staying alive now, working with Roy. Up 8-3, Evil Geniuses obviously trying to win this and making a push here out to the back. Carbine, you've got Evil Geniuses, all 3 players making that push. He's gonna get APG weak, but he will fall.
And we do have Sniper in the hands of Snipe Down as well. Quick early lead, or almost a couple minute in. Finally, somebody pulling ahead and taking an actual lead in this game. New camo is up as well. You see Optic Gaming trying to contest that, but Lunchbox gets that camo and does escape as well. 12-6 lead. Neither team really giving up any kind of free deaths here. Maniac getting flanked on by 2 players isn't going to stand a chance there. APG is over by Carbine, but Lunchbox reads him like a book and hits him with that nade. And now he's running around with camo and scattershot with the battle rifle here and starting to build even more upon this lead here for Evil Geniuses.
All right, Lunchbox still with about a quarter left of camo. Potentially could use this to assist in getting that sniper rifle. His teammates are going to be taken down there. Not able to pick up that kill, though. Still staying alive. Let's see if he can pick up the kill here with the scatter shot, playing very aggressive. Yes, he's going to be able to do so. And now Suspector was able to get that sniper back into the hallway. Let's see if Snipe Down can get control of this. But no, he's got 2 players from Optic just pushing him. Now Straight Sick with the sniper. Let's move over to him. And there you see that Optic skin on the Magnum. Very sleek skin as well on top of the CLG and EG skins.
And now Optic Gaming finally getting control of some power weapons here. They still got the sniper. Maniac has the scatter shot as well. He's over there covering nest area. Straight Sick trying to throw some nades. Those players are over by barrels. They finally pop out, start to melt his shields. He doesn't have much help here. APG's trying to keep him alive as best as possible, but you got 4 members rushing down this hallway. Optic Gaming's gonna need some help here. Straight Sick picking up 1 kill. Suspector with a double. Decent splinter nade, not actually getting any hit markers there, so he's going to end up dropping. Maniac still has that scatter shot. He's over by the camo spawn now. I don't know if anybody knew Straight Sick had that sniper. Doesn't look like anybody from Evil Geniuses rotating over there to try to contest that. Maniac does pick up 1 kill here, but that's 2 dead for Optic once again. And although they started to close this gap a little bit, Evil Geniuses pulls again right away.
Now you've got Lunchbox with the scatter shot. All the players on Optic spawning over in that back corner, kind of being trapped now. And EG not letting up, not playing very passive. They're putting on the pressure here, not giving Optic any opportunity to try and bring this game back. Just constant pressure makes it so hard for your opponent to do anything because you're just constantly taking shots. There you see Lunchbox with the scatter shot onto Maniac. APG's going to get caught out in the open. He looks like he's going to get tag teamed by Snipe Down and Lunchbox. So a great play there from those two guys on EG, and APG really just kind of off on his own right there. Now Snipe Down charging with the Plasma Caster. Look at these guys on EG. They're just not stopping. They're constantly pushing. Here you've got Lunchbox with the scatter. He picks up an assist there. Snipe Down with the kill. That's 3 down for Optic. Now they're spawning back to the outside back corner where Carbine is. You've got Lunchbox throwing splinter grenades right at your spawn. He's going to get taken down by Roy, and now Straight Sick pushing in to the sniper hall. You've got 2 players here pushing towards Straight Sick. They get another kill. Look at this. I mean, 32-15. EG is just, look at this, running. They're controlling the center of the map, going back and forth.
They're just running back and forth, constantly collapsing on those spawns. When you've got Scattershot in Lunchbox's hands, he's only got 1 shot left in this gun. If he's going to want to shoot that shot before he gets taken out here, make sure that he puts that weapon on respawn again, keep control of that time. And Snipe Down with the Plasma Caster just doing work as well. Suspector's 11-7. Snipe Down 9-3. Lunchbox 8-8-2. So both picking up massive amounts of kills. And wow. What did we just witness there?
Lunchbox going so clutch in a 1v1 versus APG, and 40-15 right now. Optic Gaming just can't buy a kill right now. EG is just overflowing them with so much grenades, scatter shots, snipers, plasma casters. Every corner that these guys turn, they're just getting hit by anything and everything. Now an SMG, I mean, Optic cannot do anything. They haven't gotten a kill in I don't even know how long. It seems like it's been at 15. There you go. Now they're at 16 kills. Straight Sick was able to pick up a kill, but I mean, this game's pretty much over, Elamite.
I mean, we've seen comebacks before, but nothing quite of this magnitude here. 41-17, that camo did just get burnt. Couple kills now going in favor of Optic Gaming, but Maniac with this sniper here, that would be something. If we could see a comeback out of this, we'd have to start off with hitting every single snipe shot, making it a headshot here in this weapon. Misses that first one, and that's not how you want to get started.
Would you say you have to go hook mode?
You would have to. I mean, I don't even know if Hook could go big enough to bring this one back here, especially against the likes of Evil Geniuses and Suspector. Snipe Down just taking turns, running around with that Plasma Caster, just putting the hurt on Optic Gaming.
Maniac's still alive with this sniper right now. He's going to get charged by Snipe Down. Snipe Down says, thank you for that sniper rifle. 46-21. Optic looking like pretty much done after that sniper shot as well. Snipe Down picking up a dirty headshot on Straight Sick. Maniac now has the sniper once again, but 47-23. I mean, we better bust open the grill right now, Elamite, because it looks like we're having steak for dinner.
I mean, how do you like your steak, strong side? I know how I like mine.
I'm going to have to take mine medium well right now.
Medium well.
Depends on what type of... Actually, you know what? I'll take it medium. Let's go filet. I'll take it medium. And there you see it. EG taking down Optic Gaming 50-24. Winning game number 2. EG is up 2-0 in the series right now.
And these are both really convincing wins. Taking a look at the stats here. Snipe Down really playing pretty well. 14-5 out of him. Lunchbox was doing great things, especially off the start. He actually built that lead initially here for Evil Geniuses. He ended the game at 11-4. And just the assists across the board, of course, are going to be better for Evil Geniuses having so many more kills. But Optic Gaming, 8-11 out of Straight Sick. Similar stats here for APG and Ace, and then Maniac with a lot less deaths, however, just sitting on the bottom there with 4 kills. So Optic Gaming down 2-0 in this series. It's not over yet, but I mean, it's gonna take a lot for these guys to, one, you know, essentially get their confidence back to know that they can actually win this game. And wow, that play by Lunchbox, just putting the hurt on APG, just proving why he is one of the best players in the game.
He is so good. So we're going to be going into game number 3 now, which is going to be Plaza Strongholds. Elamite, do you see Optic Gaming bringing this back? I mean, this is a long journey for them to win the next 3 game types. Stasis CTF, I mean, they haven't even played that game EG has never played that game in the Pro League yet, and Optic has played it 3 times and lost all 3 times. And another thing, the game type they're about to play, Plaza Strongholds, Optic has not won it a single time out of the 4 times they have played this game type.
I mean, Optic Gaming has not won a lot of games in general this series, and you know, it's hard to see that, but they're just not exactly playing at the same level as we're seeing from the top 6 teams here, and that goes true for Liquid as well. Liquid's, I think, have put up a lot of better fights, but the fact that Liquid dropped that series to Optic Gaming is punishing them all season long here. And Optic Gaming had that amazing performance against Allegiance where they picked up that other W, but still, like, Plaza Stronghold's coming up, not being able to win it yet, going up against Evil Geniuses, who I don't see them losing this game type like they did against Allegiance a few weeks ago after that 60-point deficit that or the 60-point lead that they had, and allowing Allegiance to bring that back. So I'm sure Evil Geniuses has worked out the mistakes that were made during that game, and they're not going to let it happen here again, especially against Optic.
Yeah, I mean, well, Evil Geniuses has definitely got to be pretty happy right now, because if they win this game number 3, obviously, they're one step closer to tying Renegades in the series for that 4th spot going into NA Finals. And then that's going to put pressure on Renegades. Tomorrow, Renegades plays Team Liquid. And, you know, Team Liquid, they've been rocky, but they've been putting up a pretty damn good fight against a lot of these teams. And, you know, if tomorrow they come in and they're on top of their game and they beat Renegades, I mean, it really would all come down to that final match of that huge rivalry, Evil Geniuses versus Counter Logic Gaming. And I know that's like even another miracle in itself, EG having to beat CLG, but that's still an opportunity for them.
I mean, Evil Geniuses can do it. They did it at X Games. They can absolutely do it again. Enigma 6 shows that CLG, even though they may be the 4 best players in the game, they still have weaknesses. And I know Snipedown, Lunchbox, Roy, and I'm sure Spectre's on that same boat with them. Like, this is rematches. These teams have been matching up against CLG ever since regionals. You know, they fell to them. Spectre getting 2nd place at the World Championships to Counter Logic Gaming. Lunchbox, Roy, and Snipedown losing to CLG and placing top 8 without there being that double elim there. So they're absolutely out for revenge and just to make it to finals. That's everyone's goal here in the Pro League, is to make it to finals and, of course, actually win. And Evil Geniuses, although they are far away from that light at the end of the tunnel, that door is still open for them, and it starts with them winning this game number 3.
You know, and when we were talking about the Rig Slayer, before going into that, we talked about Optic, them being in situations and not knowing what to do. That's obviously what happened right there. Evil Geniuses just kept putting just constant pressure. Right when they spawned, they had Plasma Caster, they had nades just flying, just constantly on Optic Gaming. And you saw that they really didn't know what to do. They weren't able to pick up a kill or two to kind of get the momentum going. And even when they did get a kill, it didn't really help any swing of a turn of events or the momentum for them. And EG just rode that wave of just constant pressure to beating them 50-24, and that kind of just goes to show Optic really needs to kind of figure out on what to do in certain situations.
And I mean, we saw Optic Gaming with the sniper at least twice that game. Maniac picked it up 2 separate times. I don't know if he got any kills with that weapon, but they absolutely had opportunities to try to set up, regain control, and actually try to close that gap a little bit, but it's just something they're not able to capitalize on. Every single time they had any kind of control or any kind of power weapons, they were just immediately collapsed upon. And a couple times that they did have it, they didn't have enough focus on camo as well, so you had just Lunchbox or Snipedown sneaking up on them, picking up those kills.
Exactly. And, you know, something interesting to talk about, too, with Evil Geniuses, you know, them potentially not making it into the top 4. And I touched on this earlier. This may be the last chance that we see a lot of these teams and their rosters compete together, because going into Season 2, I'm sure we're going to see kind of the tornado hit once again. And we may see just completely new rosters and players just trying kind of new avenues and new opportunities just because of how they played this season. And obviously there's still a lot more action to happen. We have today and then tomorrow and then finals as well. And who knows if we'd ever see a top 4 team potentially split as well. If a team plays 4th, would they split and potentially try to make a change? And go for a Rami or go for another like star player out there. But it sounds like the players are ready now. Let's get ready to jump into game number 3 here. Elamite, who do you want to kick it off with?
I'm feeling another Evil Geniuses start here this game. You know, taking a look maybe here at Snipe Down or even starting off with Lunchbox again. You go ahead and choose.
All right. You know what? Let's go with Snipe Down. Let's go with Snipe Down, see what this guy's going to be able to do. Obviously, Snipe Down's been a star player for quite some time, since Halo 3. So let's kick it off with Snipe Down. Let's see if they're going to be able to acquire a bottom mid capture, maybe the camo top middle. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here.
Yeah, we saw some great starts out of CLG where they, rushed all 4 players, immediately got the bottom mid hill, weren't able to accumulate time off the start because they didn't secure yard and 2 strongholds. But just like that, Evil Geniuses taking a play out of CLG's book and immediately getting bottom mid.
There, clutch kill by Snipe Down with the AR. There is a player bottom mid. That's Maniac attempting to get that control here. He's going to get some shots on Snipe Down, but Snipe Down gets some help from Lunchbox. Great teamwork. Lunchbox always caring about his teammates and always assisting his teammates now. So they do have control of yard. They have control of bottom mid. That's 2 down for Optic Gaming in favor of Evil Geniuses. If EG can pick up another kill, and they do, and potentially a second kill here, they're going to be able to keep holding this. And now with the trip cap, Snipe Down trying to pick up a kill on EPG. He does, but he will fall as well. Still holding the trip cap though.
And 3 kills for Lunchbox, 2 for Snipe Down to get this one started. Lunchbox and Snipe Down each with 2 captures, assisting each other on the nest and bottom mid as well. Now Optic Gaming is finally able to get control of one of these hills, stop some of that bleeding there, and it's a good one to pick because bottom mid is absolutely the hardest one to hold. You've got Ace doubled back to yard, won a 1v1 battle, and he's working on securing yard, but the rest of Optic Gaming is nowhere in position to contest bottom mid, and just like that, back in the favor of Evil Geniuses.
This is not looking good for Optic Gaming right now, 28-0. We may very well see a goose here, Elamite, for stronghold points. Roy holding down top middle, just getting shots on these players that are spawning over in the cafe. I love the positioning right now. He's got that cover piece top middle and just laying down shots across the map. He's got his teammates there to help and kind of clean up kills and really keep the other team at bay. Now they're able to pick up that kill on Ace, and still no player from Optic Gaming really making an attempt at one of the strongholds right now because they're really in no position to do so. All the players on Optic Gaming are just so far spread out from each other.
Now that's a big 1v1 for Straight Sick to win against Roy there. That's going to be the opportunity Optic Gaming needs to push out of this base. You've got Ace immediately going for the nest stronghold here, but he's got 2 players melting him from across the map. Pretty good nade there, does get some hit markers, picks up the assist on Snipe Down, doubles right back to the nest to start capping it again. This is going to be Optic Gaming's first points on the board here. And as far as what's happening, that's actually a triple cap now.
Optic Gaming trying to turn things around, and so we will not see a goose here for the Strongholds match from Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming still putting up a fight, and if you're just tuning in, Evil Genius is up 2-0 in the series. Optic Gaming needs to win the next 3 games. So they've got a long journey ahead of them right now. So a lot of games coming up. That's 2 down for Evil Geniuses. Make that 3. About to be 4. That's 4 down for EG. You've got Ace pushing up. He's going to block the spawns here over by the loop here. So now forcing all those players to spawn over by the cafe. You've got Straight Sick here as well. He's going to be capturing this. Now they've got the trip cap. Ace and Straight Sick holding back, keeping those players from Evil Geniuses at bay over in the flowers. Snipe Down falls. Roy falls. Their last 2 players, 3 down. Ace can pick up a huge kill, and yes, he does. That's going to be 3 down for EG. Optic Gaming still holding this trip cap and blocking the spawns to perfection.
And he just hit a non-zooming in plasma pistol. Great shot there, predicting a player coming around the wall. However, Snipe Down does charge in with the rest of his squad, and 3 members just drop here for Optic Gaming. Now, they were only focusing on the yard, and all of a sudden, this game is about to be all tied up again. Optic Gaming still holding control, but bottom mid quickly going in favor of Evil Geniuses.
So that just goes to show Optic Gaming, they do know the strategies. They do know what to do. They just need to execute, and we just saw them execute against Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses is starting to turn things around right now, but given that opportunity, Optic Gaming, they have some juice left in them. They have some energy left in them. Maniac going for a ninja. He's not able to connect there. Snipe Down jumping out. He'll fall to the ground. That's 2 down for Evil Geniuses. Can Optic Gaming turn things around here and potentially win game number 3?
And that's 2 members dead for Evil Geniuses, so they need to focus and make sure they get bottom mid control here. Roy does drop. You got 2 and 3 members here focusing on that. Camo goes in the hands of Ace. He immediately goes back to Snipe Tower, grabs that Splinter Nade, and is looking for all of the different spawners here. Does pick up that kill on Suspector. He needs to make sure he stays alive here. Bottom mid is starting to be captured. He's being collapsed on by almost 3 players. I like this decision here, dropping bottom center. They do get the reset on the hill, but I don't know if they notice that Nest is being taken now.
Actually, APG was there to stop that capture over by Nest, and APG and Ace still controlling that bottom, middle, and Nest area. So EG will have a player fall. That snipe down. Roy is trying to get some shots across the map up here in the sneaky spot, and now you see 2 players bottom, middle. Ace in a perfect position to pick up a kill. He needs someone else from Optic Gaming to get down there. Royborg and Lunchbox, the twin duo, are able to capture bottom mid by both jumping in to bottom middle. So let's move over to Roy now, as him and his brother now make a push over to Nest. Great teamwork from these 2. You see Roy, he's got his eyes on the prize here over by Nest, just keeping these players out. But look at this, bottom middle is getting captured. He doesn't notice. Yes, he turns at the last second. Ace staying alive right here. This is got to be a clutch moment here from Ace. He's got to stay alive. He's not able to. Snipe down and Roy right there, able to get the reset. So Snipe down realized the situation right there. He came to help out Roy, and that was just phenomenal teamwork out of the players on EG.
Yeah, Ace tried to stay alive as long as possible, but stood really no chance. His shields never came back from behind that Prius. Getting collapsed on by 2 members, held him off as long as possible. However, now a triple cap potentially going in favor of Evil Geniuses. A lot of action happening bottom center, and Roy winning the 1v1 against Maniac. And it's hard to win when essentially all the 1v1s almost go in favor of the opposing team.
And now Evil Geniuses has the trip cap, 79 to 56. They only need to hold this for a little bit longer. They're taking down every player on Optic Gaming. Getting that first kill is always crucial, so they take down Ace. But 3 players from Optic Gaming are trying to take over the yard, and they do so. Roy, he's just going to wait to hopefully get a player and pick them off here. He finds Straight Sick. He will get the kill. That's going to be 2 down for Optic Gaming, 2 down for EG right now.
That was just 4 now down for Optic Gaming, and this is quickly coming to the end of Optic Gaming's life this game. Nobody in position to even start a capture. They're trying to go towards Nest, but is there enough time on this clock left? 95 seconds. If we saw a comeback here, still wouldn't be as big as the initial one we saw Evil Geniuses lose, but once again, just too close to the end, nobody in position, and just like that, Week 7, Day 1 is going to come to a close with a 3-0 victory of Evil Geniuses over Optic Gaming.
EG still hanging on by a thread right now, and like you said, there's still some light left at the end of that tunnel. That door is still open. Snipe down, dropping 16 kills. Actually, look at this. Optic, they outslayed, I believe, potentially.
No, not outslayed.
Actually,
but
no,
just
they did not outslay.
2 or 3 kills,
but,
is it?
Yeah, they didn't get outslayed by too much. So you had Ace drop 16, Straight Sick 15, and APG 12. Maniac with the least with 7, but still, I mean, the slays were very close in comparison. EG just did a better job at just holding the strongholds and really capitalizing. We saw a great spurt, though, from Optic Gaming. They held that trip cap for so long.
They were doing a really good job and then just ended up falling short when they were trying to contest Nest for just a little bit too long. Ace hit that plasma pistol, that unlocked on plasma pistol on Roy, traded a kill, but then he had 3 members of Optic Gaming drop and then just really never regained control. So this was the beginning. They had that triple cap to start getting back into this one. Straight Sick putting up some numbers here off the beginning as well, but just too little, too late. Once again, kind of been the story all season long here for both Optic and Team Liquid. That was the Ace plasma pistol noob combo that he had some success with as well, but Snipe Down and Lunchbox, everybody just running around, having their way with Optic, and just not enough slaying power at this point here coming from Optic Gaming in order to contest and actually overpower Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, now Optic Gaming does have a little stress put on them, and now they have their backs up against the wall. And obviously, neither team wants to play Denial, a.k.a. French Toast Mafia. You don't want to play Rami, Cloud, and team. I mean, these guys are definitely coming in hot after that series against Threes Up, and they're feeling very confident. I mean, when you saw Rami get that kill frenzy, it just shows that he does have that clutch factor. But EG taking that series, though, 3-0 over Optic Gaming. In just a second, we'll have Snipe Down ready. Actually, it sounds like we do have Snipe Down ready via Skype interview. So Snipe Down, after this win, how does it feel kind of going into tomorrow, knowing that you still have a little bit of hope potentially to take that 4th spot?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to do what we can do. We have a lot of stuff that's out of our control on what needs to happen. You know, Renegades has to, I think, get like 3-0 or 3-1 by Liquid tomorrow. And, you know, Liquid's been playing a lot better recently, so it's definitely a possibility for that to happen. But, you know, Twins still came over today. We're still taking this as serious as possible. Yeah, we may not have practiced as much this week, but we still know what has to get done to win these games. You know, it's about who is, you know, on top of the objective work at the, you know, that day, not necessarily, you know, the screens up to that point. But we definitely have, you know, an opportunity. It's probably like in percentages, like a less than 5% chance, maybe. But, you know, today went, you know, about as well as it could have. You know, if Renegades got 3-0 or 3-1, it would have been much better for us. But we still are hanging on to a little bit of hope. And, you know, until it's over,
there's still a chance. There's still an opportunity.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So are you guys going to talk to Liquid at all? You know, try to interact and see just what you guys can do on your end to try to help essentially the bracket play out in your guys' favor?
Yeah, you know, I wish we had talked to like Envy back in the last week or 2 weeks ago when we really needed them to be Renegades. It was kind of unfortunate that week Envy actually missed the vetoes and Renegades was able to pick all 5 game types that they wanted to play in that series, which was like our massive series. You know, we lost to Renegades, but if Envy had beaten Renegades in that series, it would have put us in a pretty good spot. But you know, we're just trying to move forward and hold on, and I think, you know, we have a good mentality going into this, and we'll just, you know, until it's over, we'll not talk about really what's going to happen with our team or, you know, what direction we're trying to take.
Well, it still sounds like you've got some confidence left, so I'm happy to hear that. But Snipe Down, congratulations on your guys' win tomorrow or today.
Yeah.
If you guys win tomorrow, man, that would be pretty crazy. Just called it right there.
Because they're match 1 and we're match 4, so if they like lose match 1, then like the hype
it all comes down to this. It's like it's the biggest. Honestly, that's a huge rivalry. It's the rivalry that has been around forever, and it would be crazy to end with that as the last match of the Pro League season.
Something else. Win or lose, that would honestly be the greatest way to just end the Pro League on like this massive, you know, one match swings. You know, I mean, Allegiance, if they win tomorrow and Renegades loses, then they have a chance to, you know, make it as well. It's really 3 teams that have a crazy opportunity, and Renegades, as long as they don't completely choke it away. You know, I get nervous, whatever it is, but you know, we still have a chance. Allegiance has a chance. It's really been a crazy road. We just are hoping to close out some of the games that we've let get by us, you know, pretty much every other week.
All right, well, good luck going in tomorrow, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you hopefully
Thank you very much,
soon.
guys. Have a good one. Great casting today. Later.
Thanks.
Snipe Down.
Man.
Glad to see they have their energy is up, their attitudes are good, and definitely wish him and the rest of his squad the best of luck going into the series. This is such a coveted spot going
If you're an EG fan, you're feeling pretty good right now. You're noticing that they've got some hope, because if you've watched some of the Towie videos, it's definitely you're seeing a lot of emotions come out of those guys, and you really get the feels kind of for what they're going through when you watch those videos. So, but yeah, if you haven't got a chance to check those out, check out Towie's YouTube and kind of watch through those.
I mean, this is live or die for a lot of these guys, and these are some of the most competitive people I've ever met in my entire life, and every single one of these series and matches is important to them. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we just had happen today. Some of the schedules with the scores here. We had Team Liquid lose to Team Envious in a pretty exciting Game 5 series. We had Counterlogic Gaming come out, and it was still a close series, but it's still a dominating 3-0 performance from them. Renegades and Enigma 6. Renegades falling just short and keeping the light at the end of the tunnel open for so many other teams with that loss there. Basically, Hook putting his dominance down on them. And then, of course, we just saw Evil Geniuses come out and put the hurt on Optic Gaming with another convincing 3-0 victory as well.
Well, let's take a look at the standings after today's matches and see where everyone sits. Counterlogic Gaming 12-1. They have secured that #1 seed. Enigma 6, 10-3 right now. Team Envious 9-4. Renegades 7-6, and EG knocking on their door right now at 6-7. Allegiance 5-8. They will stay in that 5 and 6 spot, or 5th and 6th spot, so they will be in that Pro League Season 2. Optic Gaming and Team Liquid down at the bottom, and actually Team Liquid does have 2 wins there, so they are tied to Optic Gaming.
They do have 2 wins?
Oh, sorry. Wait, no. Sorry.
Correct.
They do not have 2 wins.
No,
It's been a long day.
It
We've
has
had
been.
some
You started
game fives.
confusing me for a second there. But
I'm just too hyped up because after talking to Snipe Down, it's pretty crazy just to see that EG, I mean, they're still hanging in here. And but yeah, so tomorrow, sorry for that confusion, but tomorrow if Team Liquid wins,
Exactly.
then they will tie Optic Gaming, and then that will put them over ahead because you can see right there their map percentage win.
All right, and let's go ahead and take a look at next show's schedule here as well. Of course, this will be Week 7, Day 2, our very first match of the night, and something that I know a lot of these teams are hoping for, and that's going to be a Team Liquid upset over Team Renegades. Evil Geniuses needs that to happen. Allegiance is, in fact, out of the runnings here already, but if Team Liquid does defeat Renegades, that will help Evil Geniuses' cause, and that will tie Team Liquid with Optic Gaming, which will then put Optic Gaming needing to defeat Allegiance in the second series of the night. And then, of course, we'll have a great match number 3, Enigma 6 going up at Team Envious, 2 powerhouses. And then, should everything else fall into place, we'll have the most exciting match of the night. That's Evil Geniuses having to upset Counter Logic Gaming in order to make it to finals. So could you imagine if everything plays out that way?
That would be so crazy if it all played out just like you said. And I mean, that would be the best way to end Pro League.
I mean, this is the most exciting schedule for tomorrow that I've ever seen. The same teams playing every single time, but like so much on the line.
It's crazy
here
that
now.
it really all comes down to tomorrow. I mean, like, who would have thought that tomorrow would have been pretty much the most important week now for all these teams? Like, they have to show up. The pressure is on a lot of these teams. Like, you really have to win. If you do not win, I mean, it's lights out.
I mean, I was getting excited just reading off the matches here. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the HCS skins that are out as well. We saw a lot of them showcased here during the game. We saw Evil Geniuses, Optic, and CLG all busting out their individual team skins. But of course, we've got the HCS specific skins here as well.
All right, and make sure you check out halo.gg for all the information, or proleague.com/halo. You can check out all the latest news. And remember, tomorrow we will be announcing the ticket sales for NA Finals as well. If you want to be sure to come out and support Halo and check out the epic NA Finals.
And of course, on top of all the exciting matches in store for tomorrow and everything that's on the line, after tomorrow's broadcast, we will have Ninja, and this is either going to be a very happy Ninja or a very sad Ninja, joining a Skype Q&A for the arena, and you'll be able to ask him questions, so make sure you get those submitted. Of course, take a look at the information on your screen. Make sure you add Gaming with Skype to your contacts there.
Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone, and it's been a pleasure. This is the last week, and tomorrow is the last day of the HCS NA Pro League before we go into the NA Finals. And actually, we'll have the EU Finals, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So we still have a lot of Halo action underway, but thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. It's been a long night. Good night. Have a good one.
GG's.
GG's.